The band Linkin Park pretty much demised after the death of their singer Chester Bennington, has supposedly reappeared. New songs, new singles, and they have a new singer. They got this woman this time taking the place of Chester, Emily Armstrong. Let me see if I can find out what it says about her. The noted things is that she is a co-founder of a band, Dead Sarah, and of course talking about her religion of Scientology. So Scientologists have a way of promoting themselves in a certain fashion. I won't get into that. But as far as the music goes, I'm going to go back to a song, Waiting for the End, previously by Linkin Park from 2010 on the album A Thousand Suns, with a live version of Emily singing, so you get a taste of her voice. I have to be careful what to select because some of this is still copyright, so I just have to be careful, and I have to talk in between in order to avoid copyright strikes. But let's see what this has to offer. Okay, so let's see what this performance looks like with the new singer, Emily. And here we go. They start out with the traditional sounds. There she is.
This is not the end, this is not the beginning. Just a voice like a riot rocking every revision. But you listen to the tone and the violent rhythm. And the words sound steady, so nothing's to fit. And you say, yeah, it's flying up in the air. I've been holding on to something as invisible air. Living at the mercy of
first of all, she doesn't look like Chester. It says, she doesn't sound like Chester either. You know, it's a feminine voice, it's a female voice. One thing noticeable, though, I think in the song originally, it's more prominent. The guitar player that sings is out in front, and Chester's a little bit in the background with the harmonies. This, it's almost like they're highlighting her. They're bringing it out forward more, making it sound like she's presented, almost like they're focused on her, or presenting her.
waiting for the end to come, wishing I had strength to stand. It's out of my control. Flying at the speed of light.
I mean, right off the bat, her voice is a lot more natural in that range. Chester's is a little bit, it's got that distortion, it's got that grumble to it in that range, where she sounds, it's a natural female voice. So she is definitely bringing a different texture to the song. Definitely a different dynamic, where Chester's growls a little bit harsher. He's got that. It's a high register. It's got a little more distortion to it. Her voice has a little more tremolo to it, you know, like you would expect from a female. But then she tries to grab some of that distortion or that growl in the end phrases and such. Lost it there a little bit, and she's letting the audience sing it more. I don't know if she's getting choked up or what here.
starting again. Go!
You got to remember, she's riding on the coattails of somebody that's already been distinguished, been acceptable, and very popular, and she's trying to fill in the shoes, which may be a hard task to do. She can't come on too showy while she has to show her own personality. And she's probably got a reputation from her other band, but she's got to show a little bit of her own identity. She can't do what he does, nor should she, because she's not him. But there's probably a little bit of comparison that's going to happen, and a lot of people are going to compare her and say things like she shouldn't be there, or she's trying to live up to a legend standard. And of course, there's going to be criticism. But they decided to, you got to remember this, they decided to move on. So they decided that they wanted to get this singer. They decided they want to continue their legacy and try something different. You know, staying in hiatus that long, it's hard. It's, for a musician. And eventually they have to come out. Why should they start a new project if most of the musicians here were identified as Linkin Park, with the new singer just, filling in, so to speak. I mean, in this case, it's not filling in, it's permanent. He's not coming back to his position, let's put it that way. There's some of that raspiness. All right, overall, you can't criticize her for trying. I mean, she's got that raspiness towards the end that Chester had. You got to fit it in. Maybe she's forcing it. I don't know. I don't know what she sounded like before, but she's got to have some kind of connection with the previous singer while doing it her own way. I mean, she's definitely more melodic in her style. Her female voice is more tremolo, has more style, where Chester's was a male voice, and he had a certain tone to it. She's not going to have exactly the same tone, but it was, incidentally, it was, their newer version of an old song and connecting the old with the new. If you like this channel, subscribe to it. I got my music here as well. You can listen to it here, and thank you for watching.